When you take stock of the year that was 2021 and also reflect back on 2020, what's your sense of how artists are doing, especially at this particular time of the year, as we still grapple with the pandemic?
Artists are struggling. The industry has been hit very hard, really, really hard. And I think the people, when they talk about artists, they really talk about the frontline artists, which would be, in this particular case, people that artists that they may know, like Zakes Bantwini or anybody else that they know. But there are so many people underneath who are a part of the value chain who are getting affected immensely. You know, you have dancers, you have promoters, you have tour managers, you have bookers. You have so many people within the value chain who are really, really, really affected when it comes to this. And you have people who are into transport business. So many of them what is happening right now, especially when it has to do with the pandemic, they're getting so affected. As you would know, that we are still under lockdown, and you have very few hours in which you can be able to make money, and also a limited number of people that are supposed to be at events, and brands are pulling out of events because they cannot be seen to be supporting any event, because it would be seen as if brands are supporting super spreader events. So you really have a catch-22. Artists are locked between the rock and the hard place.
Right. One of the other issues that came through from various artists was the issue around the government COVID-19 relief, saying that, it requires formal documentation. It doesn't spread across to everyone, and there is certain levels of intervention that was needed from a government perspective in order to assist artists. And some were quite dissatisfied with the measures that were taken last year. What kind of conversations should we need to be having right now, especially with the different stakeholders involved in that entertainment industry, to try and help a lot of the artists who've been left behind since last year?
I think the question will be: do we really have a plan, or are we doing enough when it comes to the entertainment industry and the entertainment sector? And the answer would be no. We're not really doing enough. The government has no sense of plan when it comes to the entertainment industry. Even when the government is talking about the relief funds, they will talk about tourism, and they will talk about different sectors which are affected. And entertainment, nothing. And even when you look at the amount of money that has been spent on the entertainment sector in itself compared to other sectors, it's nothing. When you look at even the Department of Arts and Culture, how much money they are getting, compared to other departments, nothing. You would then realize that really the arts and culture is in South Africa, it is a by the way. It is a by the way, and it's an industry that government really has no clue or has no interest in growing it into a level where it's able to sustain itself, and also able to sustain other people, and also be an employer of so many people. I mean, the entertainment industry, or I'd say the art in itself, employs a lot of people and employs a lot of youth. And we have an issue of youth unemployment in South Africa. And I tell you, if government can spend at least 1/3 of what they're spending in other sectors, you will see a lot of employment, and there's going to be a lot of contribution, especially that is coming from the entertainment towards the particular GDP, because we still contribute within the GDP, even though we're not supported at all. I mean, have you ever seen the government, a government dedication with an entertainer going to different countries to make relationships? You will see the government convoy, the government business sector with everybody else but the arts. Yeah. Because I think the government has no interest and sees no value in the arts sector in South Africa, and it's said so. You cannot start now during the pandemic and then you expect that you can have solutions now. It cannot start now. It's something that was supposed to have happened a long time ago.